Warriors defeat the Lakers 123-116 in Los Angeles. This is a big, big win. It's a regular season win, but it's a big win because the Warriors have had their struggles against the Lakers, whether it be playoffs, regular season, but especially in Los Angeles. One of the reasons, well, the most obvious reason they've struggled in Los Angeles is, let's face it, Steph Curry just has not played well in LA. He just doesn't have that many big games against the Lakers at all, but especially he has a hard time in Los Angeles. But he leads the Warriors with 37 points, 10 of 21 from the field, 4 from 11 from 3, 6 assists. And I'm encouraged this game because he could have been better. It was a good performance for him in LA compared to how he usually plays down there. But Draymond and Jimmy Butler, they combined for 19 points. That's it, 19 points. Draymond Green, 8 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. He did have 5 turnovers, but you can't ever just grade him on the box score. You don't do that with Draymond Green. Jimmy Butler only attempted 7 shots from the field. 4 of 7. A quiet night. 11 points. But interesting, 0 personal fouls. But it was really 3 other guys that we're focusing on besides Curry. Brandon Podziemski, 10 of 17 shooting. 8 of 10 from 3. 6 assists. 8 rebounds. 1 turnover. I would say easily the best game of his career considering the stage and the opponent. And it being on the road. Late in the regular season, he stepped up. Jonathan Kuminga, 7 of 12 shooting. 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. 18 points, a +9. So Moody, Podziemski, and Kuminga, those 3 stepped up. They were extremely efficient. They were effective. And they came through for the Warriors when they needed it. And it was rare for all those 3 to do it. And although it wasn't that Kuminga can't do this, Kuminga can replicate this game. I wouldn't expect another one like this from Podziemski. But the fact that you only got 11 points out of Butler and you had 4 points from post, this was a game that builds confidence against the Lakers because it's very likely you will face the Lakers in the playoffs. The way things are looking, if you stay where you are at a number 5 in the standings, or you move up and jump them to number 4, there's a great chance you're going to face the Lakers. And to this point, I had no reason to believe the Warriors could beat the Lakers. And one of the big reasons out there was Anthony Davis. The Lakers missed Anthony Davis. And I have to say this too. When you're just looking at the plus and minus, Kuminga and Santos led the Warriors with +9 plus minus. But get back to the Lakers here for a moment. Anthony Davis was the big mismatch every time the Warriors have faced the Lakers in recent memory. And now you really saw both teams embrace the small ball. As the Warriors used the small lineup, with really Draymond playing center, Looney's the closest thing to more of a traditional center. He only played 9 minutes. And then post 15 minutes, but he wasn't very effective, even though the plus minus is good. You didn't get much from him offensively. And then for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes, 15 minutes. Vanderbilt, 13 minutes. So it was a small ball lineup, and that, in this case, really favors the Warriors, because who really plays more of the center? It'd be Hachimura or really LeBron James. The Lakers, well, the reason why I feel good about this game for the Warriors is because I see that they could play better as a team. Yeah, Podziemski, I don't expect him to score as much, but I would expect more from Jimmy Butler. I'd expect more from Post. So it balances out. When I look at the Lakers and the production they had from their team in this one, that's really what I would expect. LeBron, 33 points. Hachimura, 24. Luka, 19. And Austin Reeves, 31. They make, because they don't have much off the bench. Everything is really the starting lineup there, and perhaps Luka gets more like 30 and Reeves gets closer to 19 or 20. Luka had a quiet first half, and he did not have his best shooting game. 6 of 17 from the field, 0 of 6 from three-point range. Yeah, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 19 points. LeBron, 33 points, 5 of 8 from 3. And their starting lineup had a great game shooting from 3 from Reeves, James, and Hachimura. But Luka was 0 from 6. Hachimura, 24 points, 6 rebounds. He was 3 from 6 from 3. Austin Reeves, 10 of 20 from the field, 9 of 16 from 3. That looks really good, but several of those threes, he was as wide open as you could possibly be. And he is one of the most improved players in the league. I won't take that away from him. But it doesn't hurt to have LeBron James and Luka, two of the all-time great passers, getting you open shots. That kind of helps. But he had 31 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And, wow, bench points for the Lakers. This is what I'm talking about with Kuminga at 18. Kuminga outscored the Lakers bench by himself. They only had, this is like 90s basketball here. They had 7 points off the bench. 7 points. That's all. Really look at these small ball lineups, and now that Anthony Davis is out of the picture, if these two teams were to face again, I'm feeling a lot better if I'm the Warriors. Well, of course, the first moment you get on the court, it's like, okay, yeah, you got to face Luka, but Anthony Davis is not out there anymore. In this particular matchup, that really helps the Warriors. The fact you were able to win this game and actually beat the Lakers, that's big. You do it in Los Angeles at the end of the season, that gives you confidence in seeing, we could play better as a team. We could have a better night. To me, when I look at the Lakers, this is what you'd expect from them. We can do this again. We can beat the Lakers again, whether it's here, whether it's there. This is a confidence builder. And I'm being honest, I wasn't a big fan of the Butler trade. And he didn't do much in this game. Because I'm looking at the Warriors and saying, Butler's a very good player, but he's not a superstar player. And in my opinion, the Warriors were not going to go to the finals. I still find that very difficult to see. But the trades worked out better than anyone could have expected, honestly. Anyone could have expected. It's been so much better. He's fit in better than Kevin Durant did. Yeah, it was a different team. You had Curry, Draymond, and Clay, and Iguodala. There were more pieces to work with, and someone who's such a dominant scorer in Draymond. Not Draymond, Durant. It really took time for them to gel. With Butler, it's been about as good of a transition as you could have hoped for. I mean, it was fast. It was very fast. And the fact that you were able to hold on to Kuminga, that is one of the things I liked about the trade. You didn't necessarily mortgage the future. You gave up Wiggins. You gave up a draft pick. Okay. I can live with that. And now you can make a run for it in the playoffs. I think it's still a tall task to get to the finals. You don't want to face a healthy Nuggets. You're looking better against the Lakers. I'd like to see them beat the Nuggets when they face each other next. But the road to the finals, it will be hard. But on the other hand, who are you really afraid of in the West? The Nuggets, for whatever reason, they're not clicking. There's something off there. It's not Jokic, it's everybody else. You beat the Lakers in this one, and with all due respect to the Thunder, I'm not afraid of the Thunder. I'm not. I respect them, but I'm not afraid of the Thunder. I'm not afraid of the Rockets either. The West can be, if the Warriors play like this and they don't have to play in games, they get some time to rest, they could make this very interesting. They could. I really think the difficult teams are in the East. I mean, the Celtics, the Cavs, the Eastern Conference Finals, which I would hope would be those two teams. That may really be the NBA Finals. Celtics and Cavs. But I admit I was wrong about the Jimmy Butler trade. It has been, it's the thing that you'd wish was they would have pulled it off sooner. It's a shame that they waited as long as they did. And you're looking at the Warriors' record, they're 45-31 now. And here are the standings. You've got the Thunder locked up, number 1. The Rockets are number 2. The Nuggets, the Lakers, the Warriors, the Grizzlies. Those are your top 6. I mean, impressive wins. I mean, these were 2 of the best wins the Warriors had. I mean, these are the 2 best back-to-back wins they've had all year. Doing what they did against the Grizzlies, and that was really the big performance with all 3. Curry going for over 50. You had Draymond and a big game out of Jimmy Butler, and they're showing we can win multiple ways on the road. And I'm a Kuminga fan. I think they got to be patient with him, but they've got to give him time, and this was one of the more mature games you've seen him play. It's just always a question about him is consistency. And man, that athleticism, though, you can see that. He just picks it. He's just got to be smart. He's got to pick his spots. And this was the type of game he did that. Pick your spots. Don't go crazy. Don't be over-aggressive. Play within the offense. And he did. And he made some good passes. And you're seeing the young guys work around the 3 vets. Kuminga, Pods, Post, Moody. And they do miss Gary Payton. I mean, you miss the depth on the bench, but you got to always appreciate Looney. And it just feels good against the Lakers. I mean, my opinion about the trade, I'll say a few things about the trade with Luka is I don't think the league should have allowed it. And the Mavericks should have demanded it from the Lakers. This is what they should have demanded. It should have been Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and a first-round pick. The fact that, Anthony Davis is a future Hall of Fame player. He is a great, great power forward / center. But to give someone up that is over 30, though a star player who's over 30, for someone in their mid-20s who's an all-time great offensive player, it's going to go down as the worst trade in NBA history. To this time in history. In history, it is the worst trade in NBA history. But great win. I mean, it's a statement win, doing what they did. And we may see this matchup very soon again. So congratulations, the Warriors. Keep it going. Can you make it 3 in a row and beat the Grizzlies, the Lakers, and the Nuggets? You got to slay that monster too with Jokic, who I don't know how he can't win a 4th MVP. I mean, he is having the best season of his career. Yeah, his team isn't the number 1 seed, but if you're just going off the stats and his impact in his, age 29-30 season, he's never played better than he is this season. But these have been great times for the Warriors, even in a year that's not one of the all-time great years. We don't know where they're going to end up this season. It's been fun again for the Warriors, and let's see what they can do in the playoffs.